Alright guys, welcome to episode 4 of Booze, Tattoos, and
Heavy fucking metal.
today we got a few things we're going to talk about. Joel and I have seen a couple of really good concerts this week. Hell Yeah and Tool, which is, a nice little lineup for in a week span. We're going to talk about the new concert announcement for this week that just came out today. Chad Kroeger and Corey Taylor's new beef. I'm going to talk about some new music by CKY. Some of you might know them. We have a few other things to touch on today. We have our weekly Fuck you. You guys are going to like this one because I'm going to go off a little bit. And our usual shoutouts. So enjoy the show, guys.
Yeah, let's do it right now.
Here we go. Okay, so we're back here, and what are we drinking today, Joel?
Well, it's kind of a surprise.
Okay.
This beer's actually, it's been out for a couple of months. It's been kind of hard to find in the British Columbia area. You guys in the States, you might not be able to find this. So we're going to taste test it for you and tell you whether or not it's good shit. So, without further ado, got some fucking Freedom 35 from the Trailer Park Boys, bitch.
Awesome. I don't know how you do the snappy thing, but I like it. It's pretty fancy. I'm glad you found this finally.
Yeah. In fact, well, it just came just from the. I didn't find it anywhere. It just
magically appeared.
It just came to me. Yeah.
Straight out of Sunnyvale, I guess.
Out of Sunnyvale.
Let's get to it here.
Yeah. This stuff actually. If you guys don't know who the Trailer Park Boys are, you should know who they are by now. But they are probably Canada's best television show. They're worldwide now. But they've brought out some liquor.
I like this how it says, enjoy a crisp, refreshing beer with Ricky, Julian, and Bubbles. This decent lager pairs well with hockey, pepperoni, and good buddies.
Yes.
Well, cheers to that.
We have nothing but good buddies here, but yeah.
Not bad at all.
It's 5% alcohol.
Yeah.
So for you guys, it'll knock your shit on your ass in the States, but
it's pretty good, man.
It is really good. It's got a little bit of a Miller High Life taste to it, I would think.
A little bit stronger though. It's got a little bit of a stronger taste. Yeah. I love their whiskey. That whiskey Florzy, Liquorman's whiskey. If you haven't tried that, try that. But this is they make good booze. So
we'll have another episode where we do the Liquorman's whiskey.
Right on.
We'll do a couple shots and stuff. But cheers, boys. That stuff is
very good.
It's fucking killer. So cheers to the Trailer Park Boys, Bubbles, Julian, and Ricky. Straight out of the park. All right, so what do we got first?
Well, we went to a couple shows. We sort of went to both together. We went to Hell Yeah together, and Tool, you were sitting a few rows behind us. And
yeah.
Why don't we review Hell Yeah first, since it was last Monday?
So Hell Yeah, we've explained this before on the show. They are definitely one of the best live bands out there right now that are touring. I know they get a lot of flack on Blabbermouth and shit like that, but they never disappoint.
No, they don't. Right from the first song, they come out and you can just feel the energy. Chad is awesome live. If you haven't seen Hell Yeah, or if you've never seen him in Mudvayne before Hell Yeah, you got to get up to see this guy. He's a great lead singer, great front man, gets the crowd going, interacts well with the crowd.
Definitely.
Vinny's Vinny. He throws a lot of drumsticks out and sits up and smiles and says "Hell yeah" the whole time.
Yeah.
Very good show, front to back. I want to touch before we get into the meat of that show on their opener, Sons of Texas, who I think you guys all should check out. I really enjoyed them personally.
They were really good. They're really good.
To me, they sound like I don't want to say dummied down, but a slimmed down Pantera. They had that Texas sound to them. And go check out Sons of Texas if they're coming to your town. I know they're on Spotify because I downloaded them right away. Check out Sons of Texas, you'll like it.
Yeah, definitely. It was a really good show. It was nice to see them. I think it's been the fourth time for me now.
Third for me. So.
Every single time, they seem like they get better and better every time. Definitely, just one of the best live shows that you can see.
I also noticed that they're maturing a bit. They didn't play as many songs off their first album, which is kind of nice to see because they've built up a catalog now where they can play recently released songs and everybody still goes home happy, it's a good sign for the band.
It goes well into the set as well.
Exactly. They don't have to rely on like Alcohol and Ass and all that stuff off the first album, which was good to listen to, but I guess it was a little not childish.
It was a catchy gimmick song.
Exactly, to get people interested, and they've sort of steered away from that, and I like that.
Yeah.
So keep doing what you're doing. Hell yeah, it was a very good show. I hope you guys come back soon, and I'll be there when you come back for sure.
Definitely, 100%. The next band we saw was none other than Tool. One of my favorite bands of all time since 1992. In fact, they're probably the band that really opened my eyes to metal, and it just kind of spiraled from there, I guess. Spiral out, right? But yeah, what were your thoughts? I know you're not a huge Tool fan, but...
Okay, well, I guess I just say a lot because I bought a $50 t-shirt at their show and a $175 signed poster. I've always liked a few Tool songs, but I've never been like the diehard, oh my god, Tool this, Tool that, Tool's so fucking great. I knew they were talented, so I figured I'd go check it out. I'm glad I did. It made me a bigger fan of their music. Obviously, I spent a lot of money on their merchandise, so that should tell you something. Their show is very visually stunning. They use a lot of lasers. They have a giant video board. For me, though, personally, I like to see the band interact with the crowd a little more, and I know that's not Tool's thing. That's not what they're about, but you know what I mean? Like, I like to see the lead singer come out and at least interact with the crowd a little bit. They didn't. Maynard stayed in the back, and like I say, I know that's his thing, and he likes it to be about the music, but if you're trying to keep it about the music, yet you have all these lasers and these giant video screens, you're not really keeping it about the music. You're still putting on a show, and I would just like to see that interaction a little more, but I would go again if they came again.
Yeah, well, Maynard's been on record saying that, and I think Adam Jones has been too, where it's not, they don't want you focusing on any particular artist in the band, and I think that I mean, it is about the music, and the visual aspect of it is I don't think it takes away from what you're saying, how it's not about the music, but I mean, it really is about the music, and that's why Maynard hangs in the shadows, because he doesn't want to be that front guy. He doesn't want to be the people that, or he doesn't want to be the guy that people are there to see necessarily. And I think that's one thing.
The problem with that, though, is he is the guy that people are there to see.
Well, he is.
You know
He is 100%. I understand that. You know, if you want to see a showman, it's Danny Carey. The drum. He is an amazing drummer. One of the best drummers in the world.
Very good. Very
and
good.
if you focus on him,
I did for a little bit.
You get to see a wicked show.
See, and that's why I sort of like to see a little bit more showmanship, because when I go to a show, I'm not the guy who stands up and sings every song and dances. I like to focus on the band, and I like watching each guy do their thing, and I like watching them perform. And watching Tool was great, but they didn't even move out of their 5-foot circle, and I just... Like, you go see Hell Yeah, and you can watch Vinny go crazy, and you can watch Chad work the crowd. Or if you go see, like, a Slipknot, you have 9 guys to choose from. Or like a Rob Zombie, where there's shit going on and props and all that kind of stuff. And that's what I mean by that. But
ultimately, not every band is the same band, though.
No, 100%. I agree.
And
like, don't get me wrong. It didn't take away from the show. I was very pleased, and I don't regret going at all. I think it was great. Like I said, I bought a shirt that... For those of you out there that know me wearing a Tool shirt and saying all this is a big step forward. So, because I was definitely not a fan up to probably about a couple of years ago, and then I really started listening to them, got into them, and now look at me. So, it was a damn good show, I have to say.
I'm really liking this beer.
I know, it's really good, man. It goes down nice and smooth.
It's really good.
But yeah, so I think Tool is nearing the end of this tour. I know there was only a handful of dates. I'm not sure how many are left, but if they are coming near you, go check them out, and you will not regret it.
If you can check them out, they sold out.
They don't tour often, but when they do, it's must see for me now. I had a really good time. So.
We just need to see some new music from Tool. Honestly, I know Maynard's a busy dude. He's got a winery. He has a Perfect Circle. He has Pussifer, which is an amazing act to see live. And then he's got Tool, so he's a busy dude. But for fuck's sakes, Maynard, spend some time with Tool, brother.
Speaking of Maynard being busy, that leads us into our next topic. Just today, Perfect Circle announced a North American tour. I think they have between 20 and 30 dates. It's an arena tour, which is kind of cool.
I guess he won't be writing any new music to
I would say probably next year. But I don't know. I'm probably going to end up going to check that one out as well, because over time, I've preferred Perfect Circle to Tool. I don't know much anymore, but we'll see. I haven't seen Perfect Circle live before, So I'm kind of stoked to go see them. Hopefully we get some good seats for that. So
Again, I'm pretty sure he's another one of the guy. He's hangs out in the back, and you guys might be able to correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure that he hangs out in the back, but he's a little bit more in the spotlight.
Yeah.
He wears a wig. He wears a long-haired wig. In Tool, this time around, he was wearing riot gear. Many times before, he's had like a mohawk, and he's 100% bald.
Mm-hmm.
But he has a mohawk and stuff. So every band, he has his own different look. I'm extremely stoked for A Perfect Circle. I've never seen him before, and I would love to get the chance to see him. So.
I think it hits Vancouver November 30th. So anybody on the West Coast, it's going to be late November, early December for your dates. I can't remember the East Coast dates, but Vancouver November 30th. I know they go to Seattle, Portland, California after that. So get out there, support live music, go see that band.
They're playing smaller arenas, so it might be you guys might want to really jump on those tickets because they're going to sell out really quick,
really fast. So
really fast.
On to the next topic, and this one's going to be near and dear to my heart. Chad Kruger, Chadio.
He was in the news this morning.
What are you thinking, dude? So I guess Chad sat down with some interview, and for whatever reason, he set his targets on Corey Taylor. It's a big fucking mistake, Chad. He basically said Corey Taylor is a gimmick, Slipknot is a gimmick band, and Stone Sour sounds like Nickelback Light.
Nickelback Light.
Sorry,
can you believe that?
Sorry, Chad. Have you listened to your last few albums? Are you stupid? I guess maybe the hair straightener has just fried your brain or something. I don't know.
30-30-150.
Yeah, I know.
Heavier than every single Nickelback song ever.
I can
across the board.
I don't even know where to start on this topic. Like, I stuck up for Nickelback a few episodes ago, and I will still stand by them. They put on a great live show, and their first 3 or 4 CDs are fantastic. But Chad, I don't know. Basically, Chad, you've just done Stone Sour a favor, because now all the people that give a fuck about you are going to go listen to Stone Sour stuff, and they're like, fuck Nickelback, man. I don't want to.
Yeah.
You're dumb, Chad.
Yeah, if they didn't know who Stone Sour was before,
they're going to know
now.
now.
A fan of you, they know now.
And then they're going to go listen to Slipknot stuff, and they're going to throw all their shitty Nickelback coaster CDs away. I read this morning, and I retweeted it or whatever on Facebook, and I couldn't fucking believe it. I'm like,
retweeted on Facebook.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean. I just, I was baffled by it. I just don't understand where Chad's coming from on this one. Corey Taylor, I know, again, a lot of people don't like Corey because he speaks his mind, and that's fair. But the dude is a great singer. He's musically talented. He works with everybody in the industry from A to Z. Chad, what was the last good compilation you had? When did you work with Dave Grohl, Chad? When did you do anything, Chad? When did you sell
Steel
out?
Panther. I think it was the last time.
Maybe,
he
yeah.
did anything with anybody with Steel Panther.
When has Chad sold out Download Festival and headlined it?
Yeah.
Never. You haven't done it, Chad, so shut the fuck up.
Do you remember the footage of him going to a metal, it was a metal festival, and he was on the bill. I'm not sure if he was the main act or the opening act or whatever, but he was on the bill anyway, and he came out. It was somewhere in Sweden. Have you seen the footage? And everyone started fingering him and throwing shit at him.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And he said, "Fuck you guys." He goes, "If you guys want to see some rock and roll, you guys keep going. But if you don't want to, fuck you." And he walked off the stage. What a fucking pussy.
Here's the thing, Chaz. Stop straightening your hair. Stop fake tanning.
Oh, it's short now though.
Whatever. I don't give a fuck
It
what
looks
it is.
horrible.
He looks like a plastic fuck. But Chad, don't make comments like that when you can't back it up, because right now, pal, you can't back it up.
He has
And
Hulk Hogan's beard, but without the mustache now.
Even when
It's painted
Nickelback
on.
made good music, they still didn't make music as good as Stone Sour
hell
and
no.
Slipknot. So
No.
I'm sorry. This is a big fuck up for you, Chad, and I hope you rot in hell for it, you dumb motherfucker. Anyway, moving on, because I'm gonna get angry here. So.
But I'm just gonna give it a fuck you too.
Okay,
though.
well, extra fuck you.
Yeah,
fuck
yeah,
you,
it's
Chad.
an extra fuck you.
You douchebag fuck.
Fuck you, Chad.
Next topic, new music. I know you don't know this band. We talked
No.
about this before the show. I grew up watching the Jackass movies and CKY before Bam Margera was famous. The band CKY, they had a movie too, but they're a band. They were very good. I really liked them. They were, like, I guess you would call it grimy rock. They were just dirty, like that sound.
Okay.
Really fun, really great concert. They put out a new CD after losing their lead singer, which is usually a hit or miss for a band. I'm sorry, guys. This one's a miss for me. Your new CD is called The Phoenix. Usually Phoenix Rise, this Phoenix sinks. your music sounds great. Your lead singer ruins it. It's not good. He doesn't have the same as your old singer does. There's a few good tracks on the CD, and I wouldn't even call them good. I would call them decent. It's just not for me, guys. I don't know. Check out early CKY. 96 Quite Bitter Beings is a song that's very good. Flesh in the Gear is a very good song. Knee Deep. The new CD doesn't match up to the old stuff at all. If you're a CKY fan, I would give it a listen on YouTube or something first before you go and pay money for it. I will not be buying this. I won't be downloading it on Spotify at all. It's just not for me, and I think if you guys can't get your lead singer back, I would stop making music because it's not very good, man.
All filler, no killer.
Pretty much.
What do we got coming up next? We got something that we kind of experienced at the Hell Yeah show that was kind of funny to me, and I've been seeing it more and more. I think I can attribute some of this stuff to H&M selling Guns N' Roses shirts, Slipknot shirts, Metallica shirts. They're making something popular, and it's for all the wrong reasons. But well,
Listen, I brought it up on the way home from Hell Yeah. So Joel went up front for Hell Yeah and got some really great video. I sort of sat back because, like I said, I like to watch the band and I like to watch the different guys, and I really noticed that I felt like I was at a college frat party, and I don't know, I fit in pretty well at metal shows, and I felt out of place because all these doucherod fucks were walking around wearing Abercrombie and Fitch hats and tight shirts and, oh, this concert's so rad, bro, it's so lit, this concert's fucking lit. You know what? It's not lit, doucherod. Go back and listen to your fucking Matchbox 20 and Dave Matthews CDs because you're not welcome here. Not like that. I don't know. It's just...
It's a triple fuck you.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what it is with Hell Yeah, because this is the second time I've seen them where this has happened to me, and I kind of got it in my head, and I kind of think maybe it's these guys' older brothers who are our age that are listening to Pantera, and they're like, oh fuck, that band's rad. It's got the drummer from Pantera in it. Let's go, bro. Let's go play some fucking beer pong and go to the fucking metal show.
I do get the idea that a lot of the people that are there they're not really aware of who they're actually seeing.
No.
Like, yes, they're there to see Hell Yeah. They know the name Hell Yeah, but they don't realize that they have one of the most influential drummers in our musical history sitting behind the drum kit.
They have no idea who they're watching.
No.
Not at all.
No. I mean, the other three members now, or other two members?
There's Chad and then the two are guitarist and bassist.
Yes. So the other two members aren't original. The other guy, I don't even know where the fuck he came from. He looks like he's from fucking Red Hot Chili Peppers or something. But I don't know where he came from. He wasn't definitely on the recording of this album. I don't think. Definitely 100%. They're drawing in a younger crowd that we don't like to be associated with.
Well, you know, it's not even that I don't like to be associated with them.
Just try and fit in a little bit more.
Keep your fucking college fucking stupid shit at home. It's not welcome there.
Yeah.
I know metal is a genre that welcomes everybody.
Yeah.
But don't bring your bro show to the metal show, I guess is the best way to put it. It's just, I don't know, man. Just watching these guys rip their shirts off and go into the mosh pit and then come out and fucking gorilla their chest. I'm like, man, like, get the fuck out of here. You don't even understand. Like, you're going in the mosh pit to hurt people. You don't even know what it's about. You don't know what metal's about. Don't come to these shows for that. That's not what it's about, man.
Chad likes to talk about the brotherhood of metal and how the person that knocks you down is going to be the one that lifts you back up. But it doesn't seem that those people are those people. It's not that community that he's talking about at that point in time. There was one dude walking around with a cane, long hair,
wearing like a dying fetus shirt, I think, or something.
And,
it was pretty rad.
He was just limping around in a cane, and Chad picked him out of the crowd, and he was just like, that guy is what metal's about. He's the one that's standing in the middle of the mosh pit, in the circle fucking pit.
He crowd surfed at one point too, holding his cane in one hand.
Fucking amazing.
And that's what I want to be. When I'm 60, I want to
about.
have the gray hair and go to the shows and still be that guy.
Yeah.
So douchebags, stay away, man. You're not welcome at metal shows if you're going to be like that. We don't need people going in the mosh pit and hurting people and chest pounding. Look what I did, bro. Stay home. You're not welcome.
Yeah.
Anyhow, moving along. Guess what? There's more Five Finger Death Punch drama this week.
Really?
Imagine that. And that never happens with that band.
It's got to be the fifth time this year.
So I guess there was a show somewhere overseas in Europe, and Ivan Moody had another snap show meltdown, and basically told the crowd that this is his last concert with that band, and this just seems like it's happening every tour for these guys, and I mean, it's sad actually because he's got a really good voice, I think.
But they did finally replace him.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going somewhere this time, I think. Hopefully it doesn't last very long because Ivan Moody is a fucking amazing.
He's the sound of that band for sure.
Yeah.
The new guy, Tommy Vext, is his name. Not bad. I listened to a couple other clips that people recorded. He's okay. He just doesn't sound like Ivan, and that band is Ivan Moody to me. He's got that deep, it's just.
It's all Ivan, yeah.
You know, that's just unfortunate that happens. I hope he takes a year off and just gets his shit straightened out. Go to rehab. Go do what you need to do. Get yourself healthy and come back and kick some ass, because I do enjoy that band. Just, you know, every year you can't quit the band. You need to just figure your life out, man. And if it's not in that band, all the power to you. Just be healthy and happy. Do what you need to do. And if you need to stay away from rock music, stay away from it. But get healthy, Ivan.
Yeah. Yeah, and hopefully we see you back on tour at some point with or without the band, doesn't really matter. But you're an amazing vocalist. You're a good writer, and we just wish you well and hope you get well soon. And
very
stuff
much
like
so.
that.
Very much so.
Yeah.
So now it's time for our weekly Fuck You. This is going to be a good one, folks. And I've never really liked this guy.
Can we guess? Can they guess who it is? Can they guess who it is? Maybe.
Yes, Spider-Man.
It's this or this. Which
Yeah.
this or this? Which is it, guys? This or this? Who created it first?
So if you don't know by now, it's going to be Gene fucking Simmons. Decided to try and trademark the devil horns this week. I don't even know what to say about it, man. I just don't know.
What is involved in trademarking, and what do you get out of the trademark?
He would get monetary compensation anytime anybody tries to use that.
But how do you enforce something like this?
I don't know. I don't know what he's trying to accomplish here. I don't know his reasoning. Maybe he's trying to keep himself in the limelight, in the news.
It could be. That actually seems entirely possible. That he's just creating a stir because maybe he doesn't want to be forgotten.
Here's the thing with Gene Simmons.
He's a rich motherfucker already.
I'm going to tell you a story about Gene Simmons. So they came here when their show was popular. That, I forget what the fuck it was called. It was on A&E. Remember the Gene Simmons show with his family and shit? So they came here, and
I watch it every once in a while.
Yeah, for sure. I was like, okay, Kiss, that's cool, man. They have some good tracks. I'm not a huge fan, but I won passes to go meet him and the family and get pictures and autographs or whatever. So we go and line up, and it was hot as fuck because it was in the middle of August. I lined up for 2 hours, and we go in the tent, and I had searched high and low for the McFarlane Gene Simmons Kiss figure because he did the whole run of them.
Yeah.
I'm like, fucking A, man, I can get this figure signed for my collection, and it's going to be awesome. And I got up there, and he wouldn't sign shit. He wouldn't shake your hand.
Really?
His kids were super cool. Shannon Tweed was nice. He was a fucking dink. Everybody else would shake your hand, and he would fist bump you. Okay, Gene, well, that's whatever, I get it. Maybe you don't want germs, I understand that. Mr. Simmons, can you please sign my figurine here? No autographs.
How much did you pay? Oh, you won it.
We won it. Yeah, so it was an exclusive event.
Yeah.
Why can't I get an autograph? I don't get it, because I'm not fucking paying you for it, because I lined up for free.
Should have slipped him a 20.
Well, $100 for an autograph. Faggot ass motherfucker.
The guy just seems to be ruining his reputation every time he opens his mouth. He's a little bit like Trump.
he's like the Donald Trump of heavy metal music, really.
But he seems to be ruining his reputation every single time he opens his mouth. Yeah, I mean, so now you have somebody who, and I wouldn't even say was the creator of the Devil Horns, because Dio was on record saying that his grandmother is the one that started it. Well, didn't start it, but this was a way to keep demons out of the house.
That's right, yeah.
And so he started using that at shows, and that's nothing to do with the devil horns. It's keeping demons out of the house.
Before we continue, can you snap your fingers again? I'm empty. I need another beer here.
Sure. Done.
I knew I'd keep you around for something, sir.
I didn't have to snap mine.
Well, that's
for
okay.
mine, but
That's okay.
yeah.
So yeah, I don't understand why he thinks he can copyright this gesture. I think Wendy Dio said it great when that gesture is part of the metal community.
It's for the people.
It's not a monetary item. It's I don't know. It frustrates me to no end. This fucking guy.
Yeah, it's. She said it well. It was disgusting.
Mm.
It's disgusting that somebody would try to trademark something so
I wouldn't say
near and
yeah.
dear to our community of metalheads. If you try and make money off fucking 3,000 people going like this at a fucking metal show, fuck you.
But I guess though, you can look at Gene Simmons and look at what he's done to that band. He has hoarded them out. He's made Kiss condoms, Kiss gum, Kiss underwear, Kiss socks. The list goes on and on. I mean, I remember on that show, he had his room of all the different Kiss creations.
Yes.
And there was so much shit in that room. It's just like, man, like...
When do you stop?
Yeah, like you have... Your family is set. Your kids are set. Just fucking stop, man. Like, enough. You're making yourself look like a fool. Like, I don't understand it. You don't even make music anymore, and when you do, it's not good.
Yeah.
Like, and your original music wasn't even all that great either. You're famous because of a gimmick, because of shoulder pads and face paint. Really. I mean, props to him, though. Kiss did open some doors with, like, the face paint and the evil shit.
Oh, yeah.
They
definitely.
did open doors, for sure.
Definitely.
But, man, just fuck Gene Simmons, fuck you, buddy. You're a fucking cunt.
When's he going to trademark the face paint?
I don't know. He can't even get the original band back together because nobody wants to fucking
If he
work
watches
with him.
this episode, he's going to be like, I should trademark face paint.
Yeah, I'm going to trademark booze, tattoos, and heavy metal. Fuck you, fucking cunt.
He's going to sue us.
Piece of shit.
Yeah, fuck you, Gene.
Yeah, you bitch.
Fucking piece of shit.
The rest of your family I like, though. Hi, Shannon. So that pretty much wraps everything up for today. Going to do some usual shout-outs. You had a few shout-outs you wanted to do.
Yeah, I got a couple shout-outs. First off, my brother, Lonnie Bunyak, not my brother by blood, but my absolute brother, Lonnie Bunyak, and his band have their first show Friday in Kamloops. They're going to have their first show under the band name 15 Stones. It is in honor of one of my best friends in the world, Bob Bunyak, passed away in December. So a big shout out to you guys. I hope you have a really good time and a really good first show. So come on.
Come on.
We have another shout out. Actually, my daughter Tamara watches the show all the time. She said, hey, can you give me a shout out? So I'm like, yeah, absolutely.
Hi, Tamara. I've never met you, but hello.
Come on.
Come on.
And the trademark of the come on.
Yes.
Mr.
Give him a little story about this fella first.
I met Shane in LA, works for Hard Rock in LA, right across from where Jimmy Kimmel does his show. And he actually, you know what? Okay, I was sitting there with my wife in a Hard Rock cafe, and he came up to me. I was wearing a Black Label shirt, and he comes up and he sits down and he goes, hey, look, I'm putting on some Black Label for you. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he says, you know, I usually get in trouble for this kind of thing. He goes, but I kind of pushed him to put it on. And I can't remember the song that he put on, but he played us some Black Label. And later on that night, I met him up at the Rainbow in LA, and we had a fucking fantastic night. And he bought me a few Blacktooth Grin.
Which I have yet to experience, but in October I will.
Yeah, and so he bought me a couple Blacktooth Grin, and it was every time it was like, come on, let's do a Blacktooth Grin, come on. So, and ever since then, God bless you, brother, I love you so much, and I can't wait to see you in a couple of months.
Shane, I'm looking forward to meeting you because I'll be honest with you, every time Joel and I go up to the local bar here, you might see it on Instagram, the Arms. I'm like, let's get another round of beers, come on. And it's sort of our thing now, and I attribute that to you. I really look forward to meeting you, Shane. I think it's going to be a lot of fun if you come out to Vegas with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
Come on.
I do have one shout out I want to say. I know Stiffy's Board Shop here in Poco has been liking a lot of our posts on Instagram. My dear friend Ryan runs that shop. He's ran it for years and years. I went to school with Ryan. If you're in the Port Coquitlam area, go see Ryan at Stiffy's. He's got great clothing there. I know they do sell bongs now or whatever. If you're into that shit, he can help you out there. All the best skateboards, all the best clothing. Go see Ryan. He'll hook you up. Stiffy's Board Shop, Port Coquitlam.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in to episode 4, and we will see you next week.
Yeah, remember to comment, like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you very much.
Tell your friends.